moistening and cleaning is even more effective. The final thing I'm going to do...
Cara, we've not finished talking about this. It's E equals MC squared.
Squared?
Squared.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, no, fair enough. He was a genius, that bloke. Those widgets are good, aren't they? Froth it right up.
You're wearing 2 pairs of dungarees.
I am now about to take this third pair off.
Ah! Please! Can we just do the experiment that Zurich are paying us to do? I'm sorry to swear, but this is beyond a joke.
Brian. Nobody would like to get on with this more than I would. I am incredibly frustrated by the whole situation. Really. Yeah, champing at the bit to get going again, but rules are rules, and there's nothing we can do about them. Now, what do you think of that?
Looks nothing like me.
It's not supposed to be you, it's Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie? Which one's he?
He's the one that looks like this.
Oh, well, you've done quite a good job then, haven't you?
Look, the experiment's just there. All we need to do is walk over to it and pick up where we left off. The Dean's not going to be happy about this. And I don't want to be the one who has to go to her office and stand there with her crystal blue eyes staring at me and tell her that the experiment is in love with her.
Do you know we can hear you?
Listen, you. No experiment which unexpectedly throws up ethical issues of this kind can be allowed to proceed until we have the say-so of the Council of 100.
Council of 100?
I thought it was the Council of 101.
Well, it was, but they tightened up the fire regulations at the annual conference, so they had to make it the Council of 100. It was Professor Noonan we let go in the end. He seemed the most flammable. Big fat piece he is, he'd burn for days.
But it's not a council, is it? It's just a bunch of dubious old men in skirts making moral decisions about our experiments.
Not skirts, ceremonial culottes.
But why do they take so long? It's like waiting for Cara to get the point.
It's a long process. Those headdresses don't inflate themselves, you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to the pigeonholes to see if there's any word.
Excuse me? Waiting for me to get the point of what exactly?
I swear it's getting colder in here, you know.
Telling me. Wish I'd never cut the arms off these dungarees now.
Brian, get upstairs to the climate control unit, adjust it, make us all a bit warmer in here.
Oh, no. I'll not have anything to do with that piece of junk. It is so over-responsive. One wrong nudge and you have to start gritting the corridors.
Well, you better make sure you get it right then, hadn't you? Any colder in here and we're all going to end up looking like Lionel Richie over there.
No. I'm never going back to that hairdresser's.
I meant blue.
So did I. It was freezing in there.
But I heard he got herpes in Monte Carlo.
I've got that.
I'm sorry, you've got what?
Herpes in Monte Carlo. I taped it off the telly.
Oh, good morning, Minty.
There's a man here from the history department claiming to be your father again.
Is it the same man it normally is?
No idea. They all look the same to me.
Well, they are all the same. There is only the one of them does it. It's my father from the history department.
So he says.
So I say.
So you say. Anyway, what do you want me to do with this man?
Let him in.
Ta-da!
Could you be more specific?
Great news.
There's a 2-for-1 on bow ties at Debenhams.
You'll never guess what I've got.
You're absolutely right. Well, it was lovely to see you, Dad. Thank you so much for dropping by.
It was my pleasure. Shall I put your mother on before I go?
On what?
Oh, yes, of course, I'm here in person, aren't I? You're going to like this, Alex. I've got something for you this time.
Have you, though?
I have.
Have you, though?
I have.
You haven't, though, have you? Have you, though?
I have.
What is it?
I have made the historical discovery of the decade.
Oh, again?
Oh, no, this time it's real. All I have to do is to authenticate it.
Yeah, again. My whole childhood I've had this car. Imagine what it's like when you're 13 years old and your father's trying to prove he's found the Colossus of Rhodes Winky. 5 months that thing was out on the front lawn.
I did put a swing under it.
That's some winky.
That's some start to adolescence.
Oh, stop exaggerating. Your adolescence didn't begin until you were far too big for the winky swing.
Dad, please.
I know sometimes I've got it wrong, but this time, this is something else.
Yes, but that's the problem, isn't it? They usually do turn out to be something else. No, I'm sorry, I don't want to look.
I've got something that will make you change your mind.
Oh?
Pound?
God's sake. If I had a... No, I do.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting for the pigeons.
Did you bang your head on the sign as well?
Heavens, no. That was the whole point of the sign. No, I'm waiting for the messenger pigeons with the replies from the Council of 100 so that you can carry on with your blessed experiment.
Of course you are. It's almost like they haven't invented email, isn't it? Stupid council.
Email is too reliant on electricity. Power cuts don't affect pigeons, Brian. There is no better way of sending non-urgent information which can be expressed on a piece of paper small enough to wrap around a medium-sized bird's leg than by pigeon.
On the other hand, email doesn't crap on your washing.
Prove it.
You know, I hate this climate control machine. We don't even have any instructions for it.
Ah! Don't hit Metal Vicky.
Metal Vicky?
This isn't a machine, Brian. This is a woman.
Ooh.
You don't have instructions for a delicate mechanism like Metal Vicky. She's far too sensitive and complicated for that. She needs empathy and artistry.
Oh, for God's sake, it's a machine.
She's very highly strung. You could affect the climate in the college very badly if you rub her up the wrong way, so think on.
Right.
Oh, I wouldn't do it like that. Oh, dear, oh, dear,
Right,
oh, dear, oh, dear.
okay, could you just stand in the corner, please? I can't do this when someone's watching me.
You know you want to. Come on, you know you want to.
All right, give me the pound. Cheese.
Yes, sorry, that's my portable refrigerator. Let's see, it's the other case.
No. Is this...
It is.
It isn't, though, is it?
It is.
Is it, though?
It is.
It is,
It
though.
is.
Is it, though? It isn't, though.
It is.
What is it?
Something I've been wanting to give to Lexi ever since he was a little boy.
An electric blue boomerang holder.
No. Who needs 2 of those? What it appears to be, Cara, although I very much doubt it, is the schoolboy diary of Robert Falcon Scott. Captain Scott.
Off Star Trek?
Not off Star Trek. Captain Scott. I always wanted to be like Captain Scott. He was amazing, fighting frostbite, battling the elements, going to the limits of man's endurance. He was my childhood hero.
Yes, he had two heroes. Him and, who was that other chap?
Wayne Sleep.
Not Wayne Sleep.
What's wrong with Wayne Sleep?
Wayne Sleep isn't who you think he is.
You just don't like him because you're racist.
There we go.
Oh, hang on. Do you mean Scott of the Arty?
The Antarctic.
Oh, there as well. My goodness. Can't have been known very much, can he? Maybe his wife was a prick.
God, it's hot in here, isn't it? Do you mind if I take my bow tie off?
Well, it's a nice dream, Dad.
Yeah, I just know it's real. All that's missing is the page to say who the diary belonged to. Just a couple of scientific experiments to be absolutely certain. We don't want this to turn out to be like Hitler's pussycat paintings, do we?
Oh, I never warmed to Hitler, me. Just something about him. I think his moustache is too close together.
Just for your old dad's sake, I really need your help.
Look, Dad,
Dr. Beaniman.
Good Lord, Minty, you're not hot.
You want me to take this jumper off, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying that...
Why not? What are you saying? Are you back commenting me?
Back commenting? You what? What does that even mean?
It means whatever you want it to mean.
I don't want it to mean anything.
Well, you're in luck.
Look, Minty,
Don't start back commenting me again, because I've got the Industrial Tribunal people on speed dial. Any monkey business, it's 2-star hash and I am straight through.
What do you want?
Dean wants to see you.
Right, well, tell him I'll be there in a minute. God, it is hot, isn't it? Oh, God, it's hot in here, Dean.
Is it? Now, I am concerned about something. I wonder, can you guess what it is? It begins with Urex and ends with periment.
Your experiment?
No, your experiment. I do not do experiments. I am concerned with why your experiment is taking so long. Now, I've had Zurich on my bahookie about it all week. And I don't like having Zurich on my bahookie. Zurich can't get very aggressive with my bahookie.
They'll have to wait. We haven't heard back from the Council of 100 yet.
Damn council. I've told them before they are not training those pigeons right.
What do you know about pigeons?
I know more about pigeons than you know about me. Did you know, for example, that I am the 1978 Old Holland Pigeon Fancier of the year 1978? I had to give it up. It's a very corrupt sport. My best homing pigeon was stolen.
Really?
Yeah, 17 times.
Really is incredibly hot in here, Dean.
Oh, do you want some water?
Actually, yes, thank you.
And now the glass?
I'm all right, I think. Is she not a bit hot, though?
I'm really feeling a bit faint.
No. She's absolutely fine. I had somebody just phone me and say that Big Fat Kenny has been found unconscious by the vending machine in the common room.
Oh, that'll just be all the chocolates melted. He's done that before. He'll just have been trying to suck a lion bar out through the change flute again.
You'd think people would be happy that the college has a microclimate now. That would be someone complaining. Hello. Oh, hello, Minty. Apparently you are on your way up.
And this is the very sand that was poured out of Sir Francis Drake's bowling shoes that Lexi has dropped his banana in.
Oh, he looks like a lovely kid.
I think he was.
So who is this Lexi exactly?
Just slipped straight out of my hand and into the fire bucket. It's infuriating. Oh. I think it must be the sweat. It's absolutely roasting in here. What have you been doing with that machine?
I don't know. The professor's been showing me how to treat it like a lady. I thought I had it under control, and now she goes and does something like this behind my back. She's just like all the rest.
Yeah, because that's who you want to be getting advice about women from, isn't it? Professor Stringfellow.
Yeah, well, Cara, you know, in the kingdom of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Well, in the kingdom of the blind, the man who says he has one eye is king. Who's going to know? Oh, Lionel Richie's melted.
Dear God, the diary.
Oh, the constant heat's flaked all the leathery hide off it.
Puffy poops! What are we going to do?
Brian, right. Get up there, get the heat down and the humidity back up quick as you can, please.
What? Why? What's going on? What's Antiques Roadshow doing here anyway?
Nightmare. The diary is ruined.
Look, you don't know that.
Look, just look at it.
You can't judge whether a book's ruined by its cover.
Carl, that's what they tell ugly people to get them through life. I mean, this is the worst day of my career. I shall remember this date as long as I live. What is the date? 5th of November. Right, every 5th of November, I shall make an effigy of myself out of rags, and I'll burn it to show how sorry I am.
Yeah. Look, Dad, it's only the cover. I can sort this out for you.
Do you think you can? Because my reputation hangs in the balance. I mean, what's left of it. Look, father shouldn't ask his son, but I need your help.
Right, OK. Hello, dear. You're looking very metallic. Let's go. Oh. Oh. I just... Oh.
What on earth are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just trying to make it less dry down there. Your pigeon's not coming, then?
No, although it's only a matter of time now I've got hold of this little beauty. Take a look.
Oh, good Lord.
This, Brian, is a lady pigeon.
It's wearing lipstick.
Yes, it is.
And some sort of sequined boob tube.
Yes, it is.
Why?
This pigeon is a pigeon of easy virtue. It's a slapper pigeon, Brian. That's why it's wearing those things.
It didn't put them on itself, though, did it?
If the G-string fit.
G-string? Oh.
Well, it didn't fit, actually. That's an elastic band.
Oh.
Not easy. I'm all scratched, look.
Oh, dear, this breaks so many laws.
Don't be silly, Brian. It's nature. This pigeon has been specifically bred to be a filthy bitch. There isn't a red-blooded pigeon in 50 miles that won't come flying after I've wafted her about a bit.
You can't breed nymphomaniac pigeons.
You can breed nymphomaniac anything. It's dead easy. You just need a couple to start you off, and then it sort of takes care of itself. I mean, they're nymphomaniacs.
It's filthy and it's perverted.
She wasn't the one trying to podge your machine a second ago.
I hate today.
So fascinating, isn't it, graphology? The way you can tell so much about the person who wrote this diary just from looking at his writing.
You can tell it was a he, can you?
Oh, yeah. You can tell that by how he signed his name.
Oh, he's what?
It's very masculine writing, actually. Especially the way the B in Robert and the T's in Scott are in the form of penii.
Where have you found this?
In the back cover. With the birth certificate.
Dad was right.
Is everyone decent?
Yes.
The Dean wants to see you in the common room.
Right, I'll be there in a second. Why wouldn't we be decent?
You do not want to know.
Dean?
Ah, Dr. Miniman, I'm over here in this cloud.
What are you doing in the common room?
I am on my break.
You don't take breaks.
Not normally, but it told me to on the front of this magazine I'm reading.
You can't read much in this cloud.
Well, that's fine by me. It is an awful magazine. Now listen, Zurich wants to know what is going on with the experiment. You know, for neutral country people, they are very pestering.
Yeah, nothing's happening. We can't... Ow! Who's that?
Don't come any closer.
Minty?
Anyone comes near me and they're getting sprayed with rape ink.
Minty, you shouldn't be in... Ooh. Something feels like mohair. Ah! Minty! Oh, did you just spray me with rape ink?
Dr. Bieneman, have those council pigeons come in yet?
Not according to Brian.
Brian who?
Brian, me, Brian.
Brian? What are you doing in here? Get back to the machine and sort the cloud out.
I'm just... Oh, Dean. Your jumper feels so soft.
Oh, you stop spraying people with that stuff.
Self-defence, that. I could sense he was lunging for me twerk.
These are never going to dry. Can't go home on the bus in my underdungarees.
Oh, puffy poops, what are we going to do?
Right, this ink's not coming off. I'm going to get wrongly disqualified from paintballing on Wednesday.
Well, Brian, you have successfully destroyed one of my father's precious historical artefacts.
Bunting? That's pretty pathetic even for your dad.
Listen, you joyless snit. That's not bunting. That's Captain Scott's diary, and it's not just here the weather's all to beggary, it's the entire college. There have been heavy outbreaks of rain all over the western wing, with strong winds pushing in from the law faculty. And one or two areas of flash flooding in the history department. Looking ahead to later on, there's a 90% chance that I'm going to kill you unless you sort this damn machine out before my dad gets back. Cara.
Aye?
Dad, some good news and some bad news. The good news...
The Queen is coming to tea.
No.
Then why the bunting, then?
Oh, right. Well, the bunting is the bad news.
The bunting's the bad news? Yeah. So the good news must be excellent.
Well, yes. I mean, the good news is the diary is the real thing.
Ah, that's really excellent. Yeah. No wonder you put the bunting up.
The bad news is the bunting's the diary.
Bunting's the diary?
Yeah.
Bunting's the diary?
Yeah. Do you want your pound back?
What are you doing?
Oh, Brian.
Brian who?
Yeah, Brian, no one, Brian.
What have you got there, Mika?
I've had enough of your filly-fallying with these councils. Take it from the 1978 All Holland Pigeon Fancier of the year 1978, which is me, by the way, that what you need here is what we call a schlapper pigeon. It's a Dutch word that doesn't have an exact translation.
Already tried that, no good.
Oh, no, that is a mangy trollop. This is an Amsterdam-bred, strumpet, slinky piece with all the moves.
How good could she possibly be?
She could possibly be that good.
Sorry about dragging you into this mess, Alex.
I know.
I'm sorry about the giant Winky.
They're just a bit wet. All the words are there, though, aren't they? They're just like those crinkly books people who read in the bath take to the Sue Ryder shop.
Ruined. It's the only legitimate thing I ever brought home. And that includes you too, Alex.
Why don't we spin dry them? We'll spin dry them in the centrifuge. How about that?
Are you sure it'll work? It looks a bit rough to me.
Rough? This is an Armadale 3800 series centrifuge. Perfect, this.
Hang on. If you don't weigh it down, it moves around the lab.
Good Lord. here they come.
That's a lot of pigeons there.
Ah, she's a very popular girl, aren't you, Babs?
They're coming in very quickly.
They're on a promise.
There's hundreds of them.
Thousands, I should say.
Thousands, yeah. So, how do they stop?
Do you know, I really couldn't say.
There you go.
Sweet Richard P. Feynman.
Have I left a tissue in the pocket again?
Clara, you turned Captain Scott's diary into a giant pair of papier-mâché dungarees.
A blank. The dungarees. A blank. Where are Captain Scott's words?
Don't worry about it, Pab. They'll be in the fluff tray. There you go.
Oh, that's it. There's only one thing I can do, and that's... I shall resign. There's nothing else for it.
No, you don't have to resign. It was my lab destroyed the diary. You asked me to do one or two little scientific tests and I ruined your work. I should resign.
Oh, no, Alex.
No, listen. This is my duty, my path. I can't just turn my back on it. Would any of my heroes have done that?
Oh, here we go.
Would Gandhi have just given up and put his trousers back on, hey? Would Nelson have said, no, I'm not going to fight until you find me a disabled mooring bay for my boat?
Is this going to take long? Because I've got aqua jars at 8.
Would the Marquis of Queensberry have said, don't look at me, I don't make the rules?
Now, let me know as soon as you find your council message, and then I can get these Bahookie-loving Zurich monsters off of my Bahookie. Thank you.
Oh, look at the state of the machine. It's like you've had a podge at it. Lord knows what it's done to the weather.
Aha! Got it! Oh, ye of little faith, Brian. Ha! Email. You can't beat pigeon post. Out of office, auto reply.
Would Winston Churchill have said, leave it, Neville, it's only Poland? Yes, I've turned my back on my duty before now. Yes, I pretended to be Estonian that time Cara got mugged. Yeah, that all ends here, now. Finally, Dad, I'm ready to do my duty, to take responsibility, to stand up, be a man, be a hero. Greater love hath no man than this, that he would lay down his career for his father. Just going out for a moment. I may be some time. I'm not going out in that. Cup of tea, anyone?
Oh, for fuck.
Artist Tracy Emin is among the celebrities interviewed in the Edinburgh Festival show at 11:20 tonight here on BBC Two. Next, never mind the Buzzcocks.